This episode and every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. If you are injured on the go, just call Mo. If you are in a slip and fall, I also still know who you are calling. Mo.
Mo DeWitt came to bat for us. Go to bat for him. So there's a new thing you can do. It's the Just Call Mo VIP program.
That is true. You can sign up at justcallmo.com/VIP.
Love Mo merchandise?
You're going to get some for free over on that website.
It's the best way to get merchandise.
And what he's been doing is actually taking people out to dinner. You can get access to those exclusive dinners with Mo by going to justcallmo.com/VIP.
JustCallMo.com.
Everyone, baby, episode 31. Episode 31.
31.
This is it. Welcome back to Good Sauce with Rauce and Joel and Renato. But we made the sign before Renato was on board. So,
It's like a maximum number of letters.
yeah, we always have to introduce Renato. Man, how was your guys' weekend?
Epic.
Yep, the election happened. We forgot that we didn't miss out on talking about the election, but we got to talk a little bit about the election. But first of all, that's Joel Warren sitting to my right.
Yo.
And that is Nico Renato.
What's happening?
Okay, that was good. First of all, we were just talking about things that we don't like. Not things that we don't like, but I just proclaimed that I don't like the flat Celsius energy drinks. You know what I'm talking about? The like the sad ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be that people are like allergic to carbonation or something.
Yeah.
It's like, why did they make that?
Yeah, I don't get why. It's just like it feels like a flaccid peach, dude. I don't like drinking flaccid peach, bro.
Yeah.
But real fast,
Flaccid peach is a flavor of Celsius.
what's something that you don't like? Give me some preferences of stuff that you don't like.
Racism.
Racism. Okay, but like a little soft. Yeah. Okay.
Licorice?
Licorice. Yeah.
Can't
Get
stand
on
it.
out of here, licorice.
Wait, also red licorice?
No, red licorice is good.
Are you Twizzlers or Red Vines?
Both. Twizzlers.
Really?
Which
don't
one
like
is the one that you can bite off both ends and then use it as a straw?
I think Twizzlers you can do that.
You can definitely do that.
But that's just from shrinkflation, dude. They're just trying to steal some extra Twizzler in their product, you know. All the Twizzler that's inside of Twizzlers that are hollowed, that's that 3rd, 5th, 10th Twizzler in the package. I don't like Twizzlers.
You know,
Nah?
I feel like Twizzlers are like edible candles.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
feel like, the scented candles. You're like, I wish this tasted good. That's a Twizzler.
It tastes like a flaccid candle. That's what it tastes.
What is your
like.
obsession with flaccidity today?
It's just everything is so flat. If I don't like it, it's flaccid. You know, ladies, where I'm at?
Womp.
Where are we? Where are we?
Not here.
What another thing that I don't like?
It's flaccid.
Flaccid. I don't like flaccid stuff.
Can you talk about something, Rose?
Merge lanes. I don't like merge lanes. Merge lanes.
I like merge lanes. I don't like the behavior of drivers in merge lanes that stop and don't merge.
I think
You're supposed to just haul it till the lane runs out and then hope for the best. That's how I was taught to drive.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this, and it bugs me. I don't know why. I think it's more on me than them, but people that wait until the very last second, like if you see that you're going to have to merge,
Dog eat dog world.
No, dude,
Renato.
just get over it.
Right tire on the white line, ride it.
No.
Yes.
Just get over it, bro. I hate, because then I'm sitting there
If you
waiting for
follow-
you to get over, and I had plenty of time just to zoop right past you.
Do your zooping when you get a shot. If you don't zoop, I'll zoop.
I'm just saying, well, then zoop already. That's all I'm saying.
Merge lanes are like the most freedom that I think the federal government gives the population. They just it's the only time I think that
Just wait, Ross.
the authorities, it's the only time where like the authorities are like, oh yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's so wild that like I appreciate the rush that a merge lane gives me, but my God.
Yeah, it's like one time they were like, let's throw a wild card in there. Freeways.
Freeways, yeah. They just got, and then like when you're going from like 408 to I-4, and then there's that long line trying to get onto I-4, and then you got the stragglers, dude. Those stragglers are like,
Yep.
I'm gonna get on in here. And I've been on both sides because sometimes like I missed the time, which was like half a mile, 2 miles back.
Too appropriately.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's always that little gap.
Yeah. I always try to find the weak one. Who's Who's the weakest link?
It's always a
Where's
Prius.
the weakest link?
It's always,
Yeah.
Get out of here, you Prius.
It's a Prius texting.
Uh,
That's what I look for. I look for people who are trying to complete a text.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, I can see you.
yeah.
You and go.
what's another thing that I don't like, right? And not like, it's not filled with hate or anything. You got one? What's another one?
Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks? Are we those are like male clogs?
I don't know if that's true, but I
like
don't like them. They're leather sandals that look
Yeah.
like cork on the bottom.
Yeah, they're like hipster Jesus.
Yeah, I had a pair of them maybe 20 years ago, and if your feet sweat at all, those are a stink trap.
Yeah.
And they don't age well at all. And now they're like back. I'm seeing young people wear them.
Yeah, they're coming back. Next thing you know, Hollister and Abercrombie will.
Yeah, what's happening? Why are we gonna have malls again?
I think
Oh my gosh.
I went to a mall this past weekend. I was down in Naples, Florida.
Is that where they still are?
Dude, no. They're still not there back.
I'll tell you what, I don't like a bad mall.
A bad
That's
mall
a bad mall.
is so sad.
A sad mall is a
just-
bad mall is a sad mall.
It is brutal. I went to Coastland Center.
Yeah, Coastal Center.
Right? And whoo.
Usually it's like anchored by a Dillard's.
Yeah,
There's a thriving like
Bloomingdale's.
yeah, there's always like one thing doing okay. Claire's Boutique
Claire's-
is
I was-
just piercing everybody's ears.
Yeah, I saw this video one time. It was a guy walking through a mall and just pointing out I know this leather store doesn't sell enough
The leather
purses
store.
to keep that employee full time. Like something's going on. Like how is this business surviving right
How
now?
is the
'Cause there's
Dreamcatcher
one-
store still here?
Yeah, they only sell dream catchers.
That's the place where you're like, what do you launder money for?
Yeah, who's walking 600 yards to buy some dream catcher?
And if you walk in there, they're shocked. They're like, I don't know anything about any of this.
And then it blew my mind. I go to the cafeteria, right? The
food court.
The food court, thank you. I went to the food court, packed. I'm like, where are all these people?
Packed.
Packed. I'm like, what? You're.
Number one lunch spot in Naples, food court.
Oh man, it was.
The Fashion Square Mall here in Orlando has been listed for sale.
It was.
I don't know if you guys want to go in on it,
Really?
but
Yeah, I was thinking,
the three
yeah.
of us together.
Right.
What does it got? It's got to cost like $400 or $500.
Yeah, if you get a membership to Planet Fitness there, you just own the mall.
It was weird. So I did some shows at Off the Hook Comedy Club working with my friend Heather Shaw. She posted about what happened over the weekend. A huge fight, a big fight happened. I thought this was the funniest thing. So to the right, there was a guy talking, and it kept getting a little bit louder. This bald dude just kept getting a little bit louder, and then all of a sudden,
Why'd you have to say that he was bald?
because it was a way to describe him, and it was shiny, and the lights were
a shiny
hitting it.
bald.
Yeah, shiny bald,
He's maintaining it.
like an oily ball.
It was a key characteristic.
Yeah, key characteristic.
A shiny bald is different than a reggae bald.
Yeah, dull bald people way cooler than shiny bald people.
I like to go bald with a matte finish.
Yeah, shiny bald people are a little aggressive.
Well, 7 o'clock shadow.
There's something going on with shiny bald people.
Yeah, it's like, why are you so obsessed with being bald?
Do you only sweat from there? What is happening?
Swim a lot?
So she starts calling out these people talking. Security, right, starts walking over. As they're walking over, another table takes a photo of the security guard. No, completely separate from shiny bald guy. There's a huge rule that no flash photography. They walk up to the girl who took the photo. The photo is just of the security guard. She goes, F you. As soon as it was, not even the table.
Security?
Not even the table, not the shiny bald guy's table. Now they have a whole nother issue. She goes, F you. Security guard goes, whoa, no, we're just trying to tell you. She goes, F you. And then the husband or boyfriend starts going like, don't talk to my wife like that. And it's like, I'm just saying no flash photography. F you.
Don't give my wife a rule in public.
Yeah.
What is this, a private business?
So now they're getting escorted out, right?
So Shiny Bald's just getting away with it.
Shiny bald guy got away with it. He did not make a peep.
Crime
for
of the century.
The rest of the show, because as they're getting escorted out, owner of the club or like head security guard manager and this is one of my favorite things about like bouncers and security guards. they're all like, I don't want to say failed, but they're all into like jiu-jitsu or MMA.
Yeah.
They're doing amateur bouts. They
Physical by nature.
more times than not, that's what they're into. So
Yeah, that's who you want.
that's why they got hired.
Right.
I want an MMA fighter with a chip on his shoulder.
That's exactly what happened.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, an MMA fighter who had an incident with like the left knee, and he just like, my time never happened.
Or he can't compete because he's never passed a drug test. But he can work the door.
So
He still knows those moves.
the girl's getting escorted out, and then the guy is getting escorted out. Guy turns around on the manager, starts to swing. Guy gets tackled real fast.
The husband?
Husband
Mid-swing, he gets MMA'd.
MMA'd, tackled to the ground. Girl turns around, bites the security guard's arm.
We got a biter.
Okay.
We got
have a biter.
Dude, she
Wait, can we get a gong?
Yeah.
We got a biter.
Yeah. It was wild. This is all happening during a
Bites
comedy.
him on the forearm.
Bites him like on the bicep.
Oh.
Like right.
Did he flex her off?
So well, check this out. This is the one thing I did see. Because I know that he got bit because I saw the mark afterwards. But when she bit this security guard, she got shoved and launched.
Bro.
And I see this fake boobed, blonde-haired banshee going about 20 miles an hour into a wall.
No.
It just rocked. Dude.
By the security guard? Like,
By
just
the
trying to
security guard. Well, as soon as he got bit, he was like, ah!
Yeah,
And that
get
shit-
off me.
Get off me.
Get this banshee off me.
He swatted her?
Dude, and this guy, once again, like amateur MMA, just straight shoves this fake boob lady. She may have like hit a boob against the wall, may have popped something. The guy gets tackled, and then another security guard legit grabs him by the feet, like Acme style, cartoon style, and pulls him out.
Did he helicopter him over his head?
Yeah, pulls him out by his feet. He's getting dragged out. Babe! Ah!
How are your boobs?
I just paid for him. That's $5,000 to boot
off.
Did you bite him? Did you bite him?
I told you to bite him.
I showed you how to bite him.
The whole time I look over, I see the bald guy. He's like, damn.
These people are out of control.
Wild time. Shout out to Heather Shaw for dealing, because it was when she was on stage when this all happened. And just a riot of a time. In Naples, Florida, I said yes to the gigs. I was just opening up for a really good friend. I wanted to show, I brought my my fresh new son down to Naples, Florida, where I was.
To show him how to behave.
Yeah. He was actually in that show.
What did he do?
He fell asleep.
He told a few jokes.
Yeah. No, I basically, he slept the entire comedy show like a little king.
Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's a matte
he's
finish
comfortable.
bald as well.
Yeah, he is matte bald. Yeah. Shiny bald people, gotta watch out. But fake,
They're usually up to something. I will agree with you. As a dull bald.
fake,
Those are the ones you got to look out for.
fake boob lady and puncher guy, right? Mm-hmm. They go ahead and press charges
On the establishment?
on the
We gotta
establishment.
get Mo to it on the. We gotta settle.
Yeah,
this
we
right
gotta call Mo, dude.
Yeah.
Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Yeah, bit on the flow. Just call Mo.
So.
She's like, that guy shoved his bicep into my mouth.
The only thing I could do was bite down. Where I'm going with this is that going back down to your hometown, dude, I am old. This is getting older. And then I stayed at one of my best friend's house. His name is Gio. He's a great guy. He's a sexy Italian man. Mm-hmm. He's got a bunch of tattoos. And where I'm going with this, though, as I'm staying with him, I used to always go over to his house when I was a kid. And every time I would go over there, I'd be like, man, Gio's parents are killing it. Look at all this amazing, like, fresh Italian furniture.
Look at all this marble.
Look at all this marble. They lay down tile. They're like, so their back.
You live at a quarry?
Yeah, dude, their backsplash in the kitchen, super dope.
Impressive.
Nice.
And I would, you would always look at that family, his family, and be like, man, they are doing great. And now I'm over here 20 years later, spending the night over at
Same
Gio,
thing.
but even worse. Because now, instead of looking at his house and going like, oh man, they are killing it, I looked at my, I was like, I'm not killing it, dude. This is how wild it was, is that this shirt that I'm wearing right now, he was about to throw away.
That brand new shirt.
This brand new shirt. He buys shirts.
He wears shirts made of tile now.
I have shirts.
Marble.
I have shirts that I wore like in high school that I still have in my
Maybe that's why he
rotation.
gave you a shirt. He's like, I've seen that.
It was just so wild thinking about being a kid, spending the night, and be like, man, this house is nice. And then being an adult, spending that night at his house and be like, oh man, dude,
You got any
You know what
shirts?
I gotta tell better jokes.
You know what they say though? I mean, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, but that's also inevitable. You're always, but it's not necessarily like it's not bumming me out. It's inspiring. I came back here and
Unless
you're
you
like,
use it in that sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Every week I go home and I'm like, I don't have a podcast studio at my house. My
Yeah, I
wife's
mean, I
like,
go home.
Just get over it. Like, you're right. Never mind.
You have a backyard? I don't have a backyard. I
I
wish I had a backyard for my dog.
And then I don't know. I just thought it was so funny.
You're like, all I have is a baby.
Yeah, coming back here, I came back here and I was like, we've got to throw everything away. Just let's.
We're gonna need to get more shirts and less of this.
Yeah, and then
I need to go through these short shirts way more often.
all of the shirts that he was about to throw away were 4 to 5 times nicer than the shirts that I own. So I was like, bro, I'll have them.
Every time I comment you on one of your shirts, you describe it like a bottle of wine. You'll be like, yeah, that was from 2012. And
it is something else, man. Going back down to your hometown is wild, especially when you see a woman just get launched into a wall. Dude.
I don't know that most people's hometowns come with that.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Like, if you want to see a lady get launched, I don't know. It's like, come to where I grew up.
Then I go back, I drive back up to Naples, and Renee, I told Joel a lot about this, but this past Saturday, one of the coolest things that I get to do is be the in-game host for Orlando City. To see us win in penalty kicks
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs, it was wild, dude.
We're going to win.
I think so. I think we have a chance, man. You got to believe. We got to believe.
Orlando's not known for believing.
No.
We are not known as a great sports town, but I can feel that we trust them.
Yeah. We
know?
have a chance. What
Magic are good, but it's still so early that I don't want to jinx anything Magic-wise, but Orlando City is on one.
And we lost Paolo. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, yeah. That's a bummer.
That's not believing.
Yeah, you're talking like an Orlando guy.
Sad. But
He's sad yet.
Oh, hold on. Get me all caught up to date with this. So where are we at in the playoffs? The Orlando City.
We are in the Eastern semifinals. We advanced through round 1, which all the other great teams got knocked out. We are the highest seeded team in the East. This is huge because all playoff games will now go through Orlando.
Let's go.
So
Yeah,
this
we got the home field.
this next match, I am begging anybody who is listening to this, right? Sunday, November 24th.
Yeah, so you get a week to prep.
You get a week to prep.
Not this Sunday, the next one.
God, I work.
It's time.
Well, you've mentioned your Sunday schedule.
You've mentioned Sundays.
It's also an afternoon game. It's at like 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
Right when my shift starts.
Time to give it away.
Well,
It's time to trade.
You have the remote?
I do.
I'll give you my Apple
Ooh, I
login.
can't walk it. I can't watch it at work.
It's time.
And we're playing Orlando's least favorite opponent.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I would say it is as big of a rival, if not bigger, than Inter Fort Lauderdale.
It's much bigger, I think. I mean,
What's your face for?
Is there a Inter Fort Lauderdale and an Inter Miami?
There's only an Inter Fort Lauderdale.
So they changed it.
no, it's just
the
their
same.
stadium is in Fort Lauderdale, and they pretend they're from Miami, but they can't afford to be in Miami, so they're in Fort Lauderdale,
screaming.
but they call themselves Inter Miami. And then they bought Messi, and it's like, you bought the best player in the world instead of building.
Yeah, laugh at it, dude.
Oh, it's a joke.
It is a joke. I feel like Messi got like scammed out of like some weird like
He went to wish.com Miami.
yeah, he went to wish.com Miami. And listen,
He got Temu Miami.
yeah, Fort Lauderdale is
Not Miami.
is not Miami. And Miami is not Fort Lauderdale. They all have their pros and cons, but
And both cities are great, but that team sucks.
What is it?
I don't have a problem with Fort Lauderdale. They got a nice port. You can go on a cruise there. Everybody knows Miami rules.
Yeah.
Miami's one of the greatest cities in the world.
What's the scam of like when they're like, hey, if you just listen to our presentation for 2 hours.
Oh,
like a
timeshare.
Timeshare. I feel like Messi got timeshared.
Yeah.
Messi got timeshared over in Inter Fort
He's
Lauderdale.
doing all this for an excursion.
Yeah.
They're like, if you play soccer in Fort Lauderdale for 3 years, you can go on this
We'll give you tickets.
bioluminescent canoe ride.
Yeah, we'll give you tickets to SeaWorld.
Yeah. He's like, I do have kids. All right, I'll do it. That might be true.
So one thing that I wanted to bring up to you guys, I sent you guys this photo. Do you guys remember the show American Pickers? Did you ever watch American Pickers?
Nah, I didn't watch it. I never even heard of it.
It was basically
I'm more of a reader.
it was basically Pawn Stars, but instead of them going to the pawn shop, the Pawn Stars went to you. So they would go to junkyards all across the country, and
junk pick.
and they would pick junk, and then it would be like, oh wow, is that a World War II Coca-Cola sign? And then they would buy it off of this like. Yeah, that is my Coca-Cola sign. Is that like some weird like Billy Bob Thornton backwoods, four-wheeling, everybody four-wheeling vibe? It was an experience watching that show.
Do you think all those people are real?
I think it's produced, but they are real. I do think it's their stuff, but a producer,
Sometimes they have silly names and stuff. They're like, I'm gonna go see my boy Jimmy Woodshed.
yeah,
He's got the best rusty signs in the woods, and you're like, is that guy real or does he? It's like a character actor.
That fits too perfect.
Yeah.
Like that name with that job.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I gonna
service.
see him on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
this happened back in September. One of them died.
One of who?
Dang.
A picker?
Yeah, one of the American pickers.
On the show? Like, wow?
His
Was
name
he
was-
stabbed by a sign owner?
You're talking about fake names. Co-star Frank Fritz.
There it is.
Yeah,
I believe it already.
his parents went FRFR.
Yeah.
That's his name right there.
Somehow I don't think they're known for their alliteration.
Yeah. So
We actually forgot our last name when we did it.
American Pickers co-star Frank Fritz he didn't die. I'm sorry. Mike Wolf recalls the final moments with his friend and American Pickers co-star Frank Fritz before he died. Sorry, Frank Fritz did die before he died on September 30th.
You said died like 7 times.
I know. But the quote was, I was holding his hand and rubbing his chest when he took his last breath.
That sounds like he killed him.
That
I
sounds...
was rubbing his chest as hard as I could.
and I am sorry. I don't want to... I'm not trying to kick anybody after they pass. There's no way I'm not going to get my mind blown, get my fancy tickled, knowing that the American Pickers had a Titanic Jack Rose ending where I would not have seen that coming.
You're saying that if I started to have my last moments right now, you would not hold me?
Oh, no, I would hold you. I just would not be...
Playing with his chest hairs.
No, I would not expect... I would not expect that I'm the person to be doing it. Like I don't think I'm... I don't think I'm top 5 on the list that you would want.
You don't
or
always
I would want.
Some people don't get to decide who's there when they're about to...
Who would you want?
My wife?
All right? I think but a part of me is also
My
like...
kids?
I would
Yeah,
want...
someone who cares.
But here's
I'm not saying you're not... Well,
you see what I'm saying? I don't know.
Maybe 7.
Yeah.
You're top 10.
I don't know if I want the people that I love to hold me for their protection. Like, I think I would...
I think it's just they're trying to comfort you,
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know that it's for them. I think it's for you. Or
that's
like,
very...
well, he's peacing out, so I better spoon up.
Oh, true. Yeah.
What were you
I was about to say it's very selfless of you to think that.
Well, hold on here.
Don't touch me. Because
Have you ever been there when like a dog gets put
I'm
to
about
sleep?
to die. Oh no, and I think about it all the time, and I get sad, so sad about it, dude.
Well, yeah, nobody's laughing in there.
No, it's oh gosh.
But that's the only thing I can.
It's just an awful time to rip a slide whistle down. When you're
Yeah, nobody.
But I think I would weaponize it. I think I would weaponize my last breath if it was like someone who I didn't like.
I don't,
Just to let them know that on my final breath here, I just want you to know, I seriously don't like you.
So you want to be held by your worst enemy.
My worst enemy.
Just to remind them that with the last bit of energy that your life has to give, you still want to let them know that you hate them.
I don't know. Talk to me about your last breath here. What Renato, what are you thinking here? What are you thinking? Do you want...
Yeah, how do you want to breathe last?
As a kid, I had this weird idea that if I had to go out, I'd want it to be epic, right? So I'm jacking a scooter.
Okay. Didn't think we were going with scooter there, right?
No.
I thought you were just going to have one last blast right before you went.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
I'm tuning in.
Okay.
We're back at it again to tell Central Floridians and all of our wonderful listeners that November 21st, the History Center is having their amazing Third Thursday offering.
Learn your history before you argue it with your family. It's the week before Thanksgiving.
So before things get awkward, make sure things get comfortable in your relationship. November 21st is the place you should be spending your date night. It is completely free from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. They open up the doors. They have a really cool curator conversation with the exhibition cover story, which is celebrating Watermark's 30 years. They also give you a huge heads up, by the way, that Santa is swinging by the History Center. You can get your tickets right now at historycenter.org.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus, which tickets are, by the way, currently on sale. It's all going down at the History Center, thehistorycenter.org.
No, I'm jacking a scooter. I'm going on the highway backwards.
Backwards against traffic, or you're facing backwards?
Oh, no, backwards against traffic.
Okay, you're going head on into traffic on a lime scooter?
No. This is like a moped.
Oh, okay.
A Vespa or something.
Okay.
Okay, not a razor.
Not a. Why would I steal a razor? I need something more with.
We don't know why you would do any of this.
With
Yeah,
value.
none of this makes sense to us. So
Why would I steal a scooter?
You're being stupid. This is serious. All jokes aside.
All right, but I'd find a semi and. I just
Wait, you're going Vespa Sons of Anarchy?
yeah, dude.
You're just gonna...
Yeah.
Did you see the end of that show?
Dude, I didn't think about just like
You're Jax?
just going. No,
That's how he went out. I
Son
love
of-
that you want a scooter, though. Like, what is
well,
that?
this was as a kid.
No, you
decide-
have to do it. That's
Yeah.
when you make decisions.
thought scooters were cool, and you're like, yeah, that's my last set of wheels.
Yeah, I thought,
And it's stolen, so it's hot. It's a hot Vespa,
I know.
which is your rapper name now.
I know you said moped, but I am fully convinced that it's a razor scooter. In my mind, you cannot take that imagery away.
that's so boring though. Like going backwards on a highway on a razor.
What?
You need
Yeah,
more,
'cause you
need more
but you-
speed than that.
Well, the semi has some. I don't know that you need any speed to get hit by a semi.
If you're gonna lose.
You're not gonna go through it.
What would you not want to say the most? Like, just like one. What would be like the worst thing to leave this planet as you? What would be the worst last sentence possible? You know, like I'll call you later, or some.
Be right back.
Like, yeah, I'd be right back. Like some weird mundane thing of like, I left. Just make sure you take out the trash.
I think if it was Trisha, I would just be like, "My name's not Joel." She's like, "Wait, what is it?" And then I'm out.
I like you left the toilet seat up again. Again.
Please just put the coffee cups away.
I think if I just started quoting songs that everybody knew meant nothing to me, if I was just like, "I'm like a bird, I'm gonna fly."
Yeah, it's like,
Did you just really quote that song as your last breath?
was that Lenny Kravitz? What do you do?
American woman, get away from me.
It's just like the comedian in me looks at that as like the greatest opportunity
To rip a joke.
to rip a joke.
Yeah, that is a very funny one.
Imagine if you just like, come here.
You fart.
You just rip a fart, dude. You just fart and
That your last breath is out of your butt.
the last air leaving your
If
body.
you could time it so that you'd be like, and then fart.
Yeah,
That's mine. That's it.
yeah, dude. I think.
I just want to say, come close.
Yeah.
Out. That's it.
Come here, son. Come here. Knock, knock.
Pull my finger.
Pull my finger.
Yeah, you pull your finger, you don't fart and die.
You're trying to fart
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
joke, and you're that energy just caused you to die.
Yeah. There it is. That's it. Oh,
Pull my finger, don't fart and die. That's one hell
about
of
to
a
say,
way.
though.
That's the greatest dad joke of all time.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that is the greatest.
You just and I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah, I'll try. Let's all agree
Let's-
right now.
Yeah,
Gong it. We need a gong. We are making a pact here that the last thing that we do on this planet is to look at any family member,
Pull my finger.
and then they pull it, and then you just die.
No, you do. No, you don't fart.
Yeah.
You try to fart.
You try to fart.
Out. And then it's just up to the doctor to be like, he's gone.
No, there's got to be the flatline sound right after.
Yeah. Beep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
That's,
But we have to get a recorder or it doesn't count.
yeah. Big, lots of likes and shares on that one.
Inevitably, I will die first of the three of us. So
You think
I'll do
so?
it. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be honest with you. I think Renato,
Yeah.
you might die first.
Well, it's a race.
Ever since
Well,
you
it's on record now, so if it happens,
Here's the thing.
investigate Rauce.
yeah.
No, it'll be very obvious who did it. It's you. If there's a scooter on the freeway,
yeah. That was another thing too. It's like, I think Renato's gonna die first just because of this whole weird
then he'll
Vespa fetish.
Then he'll mess it up. He'll be like, "What were his last words? Did he do the fart thing?" And be like, "No, he said I told you it wasn't a razor.
Yeah.
He died on a fully electric. It's never gonna be a razor."
Everyone's confused in the room. Like, what is it? Blades?
Does he mean a razor blade? We're like, "No, it's the scooter." Just listen to episode 31.
Imagine dying by taking a razor scooter to the shin.
It feels fatal.
It's so bad. It is awful.
Spinning tail whip and then just right to the shin, dead.
Yeah, dead. Pull my finger. Dude, I'm gonna try my best to do this whole pull my finger.
I'll remind you. Like if you're busy dying and being all serious, I'll be like, "Don't forget to do the pull my finger thing, dude.
yeah.
You promised episode 31."
Remember
It's
episode.
like I thought it was me. I was gonna do it. You have to do it.
Is that not the funniest way to die?
It's up there. It's got to be.
I mean, there's got to be a bunch of like funny lines that people have actually done.
Yeah, there has to be. There's so many people that have died.
Especially so many funny people.
Yeah, there's so many funny people that were like,
Not just famous funny
my
people.
time.
Like the world is filled with really funny people. You know, I'm sure somebody's just
yeah,
Or like
nailed it.
You know, like
right, nailed the whole.
Yeah, nailed dying.
Exiting.
yeah, people have nailed dying.
They have. People are good at everything.
We're really good at it as a species.
We're 100% on it. Everyone's done it except for Jesus. He did it twice.
Yeah,
And
he came
LeBron.
back. When people die afterwards and they're talking about, like, they'll look at a bird, they're like, "Oh, dude, I saw a blue jay today. Nana's looking after us."
Oh yeah.
So maybe like one of the funnier things that you could say as your last thing was like, "I'm not gonna be a bird, but every armadillo, every armadillo that you see, it's me.
It's me.
Honestly, you could make this even better. You could be like, "Come close. Every time the wind blows, it's me farting." Pull my finger and then die. That's it.
yeah.
That's the setup.
Wow.
Yeah."
Constant reminder.
And then every time the wind blows and they hear like chimes, they're like, "That's Dad farting."
Or also,
the joke keeps going.
Yeah, they're like, "He's still making me laugh."
the last thing that you say is just to clarify of like, whenever the wind blows, it's not me. Whenever you get goosebumps, still not me. Birds, not me. Everything that you see in the future won't be me. This is it.
Oh wow! You take all the magic out.
Like all the mysticism of post your life.
Tell people whatever you want, but
Just
I'm
know,
gone for real right now.
just know you're lying to yourself. Every time you feel any type of mysticism, that's on you.
There's a very specific scientific explanation that has nothing to do with me. Projecting. Bye. Pull my finger.
It's called science. Get over yourself. I'm out. Peace. Deuces.
That's one hell of a way to go
The
out.
mysticism and the emotion over death obviously is obsessed humans forever, but it is so unavoidable. It is definitely going to happen.
Mexico is on to something. When they
Explain.
they got the whole Day of the Dead, De los Muertos, and the cool parades of like when someone dies, they like throw a rager. There's a lot of that in a lot of different cultures. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed the celebration of life, but the one thing I don't like is when they like taxidermy the body into like their go-to pose. That is that's a little too much, man. What would you say all of a sudden right now, guy comes in, boom, takes Renato's life. It's Joel and I right now that's holding you during
We have
your
to
last
finish
breath.
this guy off.
Also on record.
Right? Yeah. What would you want us to say?
All right. So you said dude comes in this door right here.
Yeah.
Knife, gun, anything, or is it
They-
really
Scooter.
He has a he has a semi truck and a scooter.
He's got one in each hand.
yeah. But like what
You're
like,
talking like, but we don't have to handle the attacker.
for right now it's just like a
So
damn
that door
sorcerer.
opens, blow dart,
source?
guy leaves.
Sorcerer. I'm just saying hypothetically. It doesn't matter how we.
Clearly it does, Ross.
yeah.
Clearly it's either a sorcerer.
The Grim Reaper walks up to you. He has a staff. He
Okay,
touches
all right,
you
now we're
and
good.
goes like, "Bro, you have 65 seconds." And it's Joel and I looking at you.
And he's just chilling with a stopwatch and a
Like,
scythe.
do I go like, I'll take care of Shanice. I'll take
Yeah,
care.
be like, all right,
What do you want me to tell your mom?
just be like,
So you want me to look at you and be like, it's gonna be like,
bro, life is crazy. The years of 22 to 35 were extremely weird for me, so please try not to judge me on that.
I'd probably be like, is there anything in your house you want me to hide?
yeah.
Any like messages you want me to delete?
Yeah.
You want me to take your phone?
No.
What's the
Want me to handle-
password to your phone? Yeah, no, you just grab the phone, put it in front of his face.
Yeah. Before I got married, I had a friend who was going to get my phone.
Yeah, I would definitely look at my wife, but I would be a very sentimental moment. But if it's with you guys, I'm like giving you one last dap. You know, like
Yeah.
We're watching Messi highlights.
We're watching Messi.
60 seconds. Just pull up YouTube. And
yeah, just
put
please, just let me see Mo Salah one more time. Let me watch some Liverpool FC highlights.
I'd be like, Miles is here? No.
No, I don't know. I just that American Pigger story got me going and thinking like, hey,
I'd be like, lightly rub my chest.
that's insane that these two like Discovery Show channel hosts of a TV show, one of them died in the other one's arms. Like that's insane. Like what other duos in TV?
Ooh, I know one. The Tiger Brothers.
The Tiger Brothers.
You mean Siegfried and Roy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was a couple.
Yeah.
Were they a gay couple?
How are they not?
I don't know. I just
Wait, they're not brothers?
I assumed. Not that kind of brothers.
no. They were not brothers.
Dang.
The lover brother.
Yeah.
Love a brother.
I think so. One of them got attacked by a tiger.
Are they still alive? though?
I think they both died now.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's no way to
okay.
find out.
Okay, so here we go. How were they embracing each other?
With
believe it.
tigers all around them.
I think the tiger was the reason one of them died.
One
One of them got badly attacked by a
one
tiger.
of them got ripped by a tiger.
He lived through it, but then he died later.
First of all,
What do you think those last words would be if he was like, hey, maybe we were wrong about the tigers?
Yeah, maybe we got that one wrong. We should have gone with dogs.
Yeah, I told you, dogs.
Yeah, dogs would have been way easier. Chihuahuas next time.
Yeah, next time.
Do you even?
Wow. Okay, hold on.
All right. Are they gay brothers?
It just says famous magician duo, so a lot of. But it says Roy Horn died from complications from COVID. Sad.
Oh my god!
After all those tigers, COVID
Are
took
you
him out.
kidding me? That's Steve
Yeah.
Irwin level of like, are you serious?
That's like a wizard walking in.
That's insane. That
Bro survived tiger shows for 50 years.
then loses his life to COVID.
Oh, and he got taken out by the vid.
They did meet on a cruise ship and performed in European clubs, so probably lover brothers.
They're not brothers, Renato. We need to make sure that you know.
We said lover brothers.
Yeah.
Very different. They were brother lovers.
Like, imagine if Penn and Teller had one of them die in the other one's arms. Like,
It would have to be the one who doesn't talk. His last words, it's just all looking at him.
Yeah. There's what
He's
other?
like, I just didn't have anything to say. He has like a beautiful voice.
Yeah, the last thing he says is like, I never liked you, which I don't think they started to super not get along by the end of it. But
When are we going to start fighting?
I mean,
It's like,
This has been years of getting along.
yeah.
we can make it happen, I guess.
Yeah, we still got like 10 minutes left on this podcast. We can really.
Oh, not today. I haven't trained.
Okay. all
I
right.
meant physically.
Next,
Yeah.
week's episode, next week's episode, we talk about all
I didn't know we were going to
things
fight. I
don't
need
like
10
about-
10 years notice.
Next week, knife fight.
Yeah, next.
Knives?
Yeah.
That'll hurt even if you win.
Yeah. The one thing though I wanted to talk to you guys. This was definitely the biggest thing. Is how'd that election turn out? My God, was that a thumping? Before we get out of here, we have to talk a little bit about it. I saw this one coming ever since that photo of him with Trump running with blood running down his face. And then I was thinking like, all right, that's their guy. And then I looked at our side and we had an old guy who could not complete sentences. This was,
I think
how do you say, not close.
her not doing that Rogan podcast, I don't want to believe that it was like a huge major factor, but
I mean, a lot of it came down to people who look like us that voted.
yeah.
There's so many people still though that are like, man, that 2020 election was rigged. And I'm like, there's a smoking gun now that proves that wrong.
Yeah.
That he won again. This would have been the one that's even more rigged. I don't know if Kamala not doing Rogan would have, you're right, probably swayed too much. But the fact is that
It can't be. That can't be what
it wasn't.
decides America.
But it's a
Yeah,
part of
right.
it.
I mean, it might be, but
Joe Rogan podcast.
I
yeah.
think there's 10 different things along with not doing the Rogan podcast that ended up doing it. Not having primaries, huge. A huge blame on this is Joe Biden. I would put a lot of this on Joe Biden for not stepping down earlier. You have like 100 days of campaigning versus like 2 years.
Right. Yeah, he should have bowed out. He should have never even debated that first one.
Dude, that first debate was so bad.
it's like showing up for the first game of the playoffs and you're like, all right, I have 2 sprained ankles. I think I got it.
Yeah, it was. Then when they started talking about golf, woo,
Oh yeah, no.
woo, wee. And then remember when Biden was like, "Yeah, but we'll play golf, but you make me a promise. You hold your own bag and we'll walk it."
It's like, brother, no.
You know?
You have to do it too.
Yeah, you have to. This is a wild time.
You're digging your hole deeper now at this point.
And then everybody was like, oh, he's too old. And now we've just elected the oldest president of all time.
But he's
The other guy.
if there's anybody who I think that has a chance of never dying, it might be Donald Trump. He might live to like Abraham biblical age.
Yeah, he might.
There's something. He's like Jafar, and but if Jafar won and got the lamp at the end.
Yeah, this is definitely the director's cut of Aladdin happening. It's just red genie nonstop. I just hope everybody doesn't talk about politics all the time. I know we're doing it right now, but all the time until the next one. I'm like, can we just be people for a while now?
I forgot what it was though. This is my favorite part of the political season, and I'm not trying to burn you too hard here, Renato. But
gosh.
yeah, I just remember we were talking about the amendments, and then you told me what you voted for on the amendments. I was like, brother, I don't think that's what you were shooting for. I think you flipped it. You're like, there's a couple amendments that.
I remember the one we're talking about.
Yeah. Then Renee was like, no, It's like, yeah,
I read the descriptions.
but they always word them all pretty tricky. You know what's definitely been the biggest political opinion that I've had that got reinforced is people are always like, you need to vote, which I agree. You do need to vote. But they hate on people who don't vote like they can't have a political opinion. I promise you, there is more disrespect towards voters' votes from the people up top gerrymandering that there is with people not voting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand not voting. I'll tell you. Here's my.
I agree. I
think that if
it's
you
not
don't,
for me.
I think if you don't vote, you should have to pay like $5,000 more on your taxes.
Yeah. What would so? This is what we
Just because it's like the least you can do is vote.
Right.
I don't even care what people vote for as long as they go do it.
Right.
I'm looking for stickers.
Yeah.
You got the sticker? Then get out.
$5,000
Immediate deportation. They want a mass deportation? All right, everybody who didn't vote, go find another country.
Right.
So
I can hang out with anybody who voted and have a conversation with them. But if you didn't vote, I think that,
so
head up to Canada, eh?
if you, I disagree. Is that if you don't vote, I'm like, I get it. Why would you want to jump in and I like to a certain degree, I get it. To a certain degree, I get it. Because
Like to a certain wrong, idiotic degree. How would you? But that's how the only way to participate other than just paying taxes.
yeah, and there's
My thing is that it's just participation. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We love. Maybe we should give out trophies. Maybe that's what you should get instead of a sticker. But whatever. I just
like
don't understand if you're going to go to a place that has a system and then not participate in it, but still be there all the time. You're just a freeloader as far as I'm concerned because you're not participating in this democratic system that we say we have.
What if they started to get like the poll stations started giving out like 5-piece nuggets or something? Like you vote, you get a.
Musk was giving out $1 million checks.
yeah.
Trying to get people to vote. It takes that to vote, to literally decide what the country's like.
It's just great.
You have to give a prize out. The prize is supposed to be the result of the election. Your life for the next, like your kids' world that they grow up in for the next few years. That's why I'm saying, shouting out the people that make Orlando great as far as I'm concerned. And why do you think people were not encouraged to vote? Like their parents didn't make it seem important?
This episode and every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. If you are injured on the go, just call Mo. If you are in a slip and fall, I also still know who you are calling. Mo.
Mo DeWitt came to bat for us. Go to bat for him. So there's a new thing you can do. It's the Just Call Mo VIP program.
That is true. You can sign up at justcallmo.com/VIP.
Love Mo merchandise?
You're going to get some for free over on that website.
It's the best way to get merchandise.
And what he's been doing is actually taking people out to dinner. You can get access to those exclusive dinners with Mo by going to justcallmo.com/VIP.
Just call Mo.
.com.